Hey guys, my name is Rose. I am a food and product photographer, events videographer, and an online course creator. I created this channel to share videos and tutorials about photography, videography, and online course creation. And in this video, I will be sharing light modifiers that you can maximize in your DIY product photography. Let's start with diffusers. Diffusion is a method of filtering hard light through a semi-transparent material to create softer light. Diffusers are used to tame punchy highlights and shadows when you want to create evenly balanced and calm-inducing light. Diffusers soften light by scattering it over an area larger than the source light. They can be soft boxes like this, white curtains, or anything white and thin that you can place between the light source and the subject to disperse the light. So if you want a soft and balanced feel on your product photos, then diffusers will be your best friend. Next are reflectors. Remember my examples from light directions earlier? I kept saying the use of reflectors to lighten up dark areas caused by side and backlighting. You can use reflectors to bounce light from your light source back to your subject. You might have heard the photography term for this technique, which is fill light, because it fills in shadow areas with a light that's a bit less intense than the main light, which is referred to as key light. If you have seen demos from my other classes, I use reflectors or fill light a lot to create a bright and balanced scene. If ever you find yourself in a situation where you want to lessen the shadow on a particular area on your scene, you can use different type of reflectors to bounce light, soften shadows, or redirect light. Reflectors could be white folders, whiteboards, mirrors, or absolutely anything to help you bounce light. They also come in different sizes depending on the effect that you want for your scene. The next tool, and opposite to reflectors, are absorbers. These are black reflectors that deepen the dark areas of the composition by filtering reflections. If light from your main light source is the key light and light from your reflector is fill light, the technique of absorbing light is known as negative fill. Any type of dark surface can be used to reduce the light that is reflected back onto the scene. This technique will help to emphasize shadows and add contrast and energy to your images. This is extra helpful if you have bright colored walls in your space. Later in the demo, you will see me use black foam boards to absorb light and create a negative fill. The last light modifiers are light shapers. They come in different forms and sizes, but the main goal is to control the size and direction of light. For example, these are called barn doors, and they are a form of light shaper that create an effect like light coming through a partially open doorway. This honeycomb grid is another example, and its main use is to keep light focused in a more specific direction. I use it a lot because I have a huge softbox and it scatters light, so to control it, I use this grid. Observe the effect and the appearance of light with and without the grid. My final example for light shapers are blocking tools. You can use this to minimize light, to block light, and to highlight a specific area in your scene. For example, if I want my subject to be well lit and be the focus, and I want my background to be dark and be in the shadow, then I can use this blackout curtain to block some of the light and use this beam of light to draw more attention to my subject, which is the product. A blocking tool can be anything solid or absolutely anything that you can put in between your subject and your light source. And that's the best part about these light modifiers. You can use materials that you may already have at home or items that are easily accessible from the nearest bookstore. If you are just starting out, I suggest that you start small and simple. Once you have mastered lighting, then upgrading your gear will be more worth it. This is an actual video lesson from my latest Skillshare class about product photography, a beginner's guide to lighting. If you want to watch the whole course, check out the description below for your 1-month free link. If you are into photography, videography, and online courses, make sure to subscribe because I have tons of helpful tutorials coming your way. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!